Welcome to EDU World Space.
So in this video, we're going to talk about question 32 from chapter 20, which says thallium and indium form +1 and +3 oxidation states when in compounds. Predict the formulas of the possible compounds between thallium and oxygen and between indium and chlorine. Name the compounds. So we want to write the formula of the possible compound that could form between thallium and oxygen. So we have Tl for thallium and O for oxygen. And then we're told that thallium could form a +1 or a +3 oxidation state. So first let's consider when thallium has a +1 oxidation state. So when oxygen is an ionic compound, as the anion, it takes a -2 charge because it prefers to react to gain 2 electrons to have the more stable noble gas configuration. So we have a -2 charge on oxygen, and then we were just told that the oxidation state on thallium is +1. So we have +1 and -2, so we're going to need 2 of our cation in order to balance our charges. So the balanced ionic compound is Tl2O. But what about if we have thallium with a +3 oxidation state? What would be the compound that would form with oxygen? So again, oxygen has a -2 charge, and this time thallium has a +3 charge. So the least common multiple of our 3 and our 2 is a 6. So we're going to have overall a +6 contribution from the cations and a -6 contribution from the anions. So to get from -6 to get to -6 from -2, we're going to need 3. And to get to +6 from +3, we're going to need 2. So to balance our charges, we have Tl2O3. And what about our compounds that form between indium and chlorine? So first let's take indium with a +1 oxidation state and what compound that would form with chlorine. So chlorine is a halogen, and it tends to react to gain 1 electron, to gain a -1 charge in order to have the more stable noble gas configuration. And we're just told that indium has the oxidation state of +1. So we have +1 and -1, so this is already electrically neutral. We have a neutral ionic compound. But what about when we have indium with a +3 charge and chlorine with a -1 charge? So when indium has a +3 charge of an oxidation state of +3, we need 3 chlorides in order to balance that out. So we have InCl3 for indium with an oxidation state of +3. And now we need to name these ionic compounds. So for Tl2O, thallium and indium could take a number of different oxidation states. For example, in this problem, we saw them take +1 and +3 oxidation states. So it's important that we indicate what oxidation state thallium has in the name. And we do that by putting a Roman numeral in parentheses after thallium or indium, after our cation. So in this case, we have thallium with a +1 oxidation state. So we put a Roman numeral 1 in parentheses, and we have thallium 1 oxide. Then for Tl2O3, we have thallium with a +3 oxidation state. So this would be thallium 3 oxide. And then we have indium chloride, but indium has a +1 oxidation state. So we have indium 1 chloride. And then we have indium chloride, but this time indium has a +3 oxidation state. So that would be indium 3 chloride.